Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. The last time that you guys saw me, I still had, I think, a full cast on. I think at the end of the video, I had a small splint. Since then, I had the stitches taken out of my thumb. And for the past 3 or 4 days, I've just been kind of going hard with PT. So before, I couldn't move my thumb anywhere past this point. It used to be pointed straight up like I'm giving a thumbs up the entire time to relieve tension. But now I can do this. So progress doesn't really hurt that much when I do this either. So that's really good. Obviously I can't bend it as far as I can with my other thumb, but hopefully within time I can get most of that back. But because of this newfound kind of confidence in my finger, I figured today we will try and get back into the LS400 a little bit, because that car has been in the back of my mind this entire time, trying to figure out why it's not working. And you guys left a ton of comments with suggestions in the last video for me to look at. So I'm definitely going to check that out today. These talks at the desk are becoming a little frequent now, aren't they? If you guys haven't picked up one of these yet, they're going very quickly, and I ordered a lot more stock this time around in preparation for this. So if you guys want to pick one of these up, definitely run into the description and check out the link and pick one up, because they're going quick and I don't see them lasting much longer. Super fun waving air freshener decoration for the inside of your car. Black ice scent. Smell awesome, they're cheap, they're fun. Go to the link below, check them out. But these aren't the big announcement. I have something entirely new coming to the website next Sunday, and I made a promo for it, so I'm gonna have you guys watch the promo, and I hope you enjoy. Trying to come out with really unique product for my brand, and I think those multifunction light stickers follow that trend very well. Those are going to be dropping this upcoming Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my website. They're a specialty item. I don't have many of each color, so definitely be on the lookout at 12 p.m. on Sunday if you are interested in getting one of those. They're super cool, probably as cool if not cooler than the air fresheners. Either way, thank you guys for supporting, and let's get back to the video. You again. If you keep acting up, I'm gonna sell you off to the highest bidder, I swear. Right where I left it. So a long time ago, probably, I don't know, December, January, whenever this car became its lowest, I drove it back to Adam's house, and when I was pulling into the driveway, it felt like ABS had locked up on me. I went in and I found the ABS fuse. I just pulled it. I went to go look at the diagram for the fuse box again, and I don't know how I missed this. If you look here, we'll count together, okay? This is very basic elementary shit, and I'm really surprised that I didn't notice this. 1, 2, 3, 4. ABS fuse is number 4. Come over here. 1, 2, 3. Guess what the third fuse is? The alternator fuse. So I think the theory is this entire time I've been driving without that fuse, and it has finally pooped the bed. Not to mention I have the 120 amp fuse in the wrong spot. So I'm gonna go on a whim here and say that is the problem. I hope it's the problem. I'm gonna just tear this apart once again and swap that fuse over, and then hopefully everything's good. But I will check back in with you guys when that's done. All right, swapped the 120 amp fuse to where it's supposed to be, and the ABS fuse is now the one that's missing. Going
going by the diagram, you can see Alt is the third one up, and Alt now has a fuse. So everyone was telling me the alternator fuse was the one to look for, which I had thought that I had already replaced, so I was ruling that out, which technically I did replace, but I replaced it in the wrong hole. So I swear to God, if this is what the issue is, I am the biggest fucking idiot, and I'll just need to, you know, sit in the corner for a little bit and think about my actions, and I'll be so, oh my God, I'll be so pissed if this is the issue. I spent so much time researching this, trying to figure out what the problem is. I swear if it's this problem, I'm going to jump off a cliff. Look at me using my hand and my thumb to tighten things. We're making progress, woo! Moment of truth, does my key do anything? Okay, key still does nothing. We have a light, though. We have a light. Bro, I swear, if this is the fucking issue, I swear if this is the issue. Oh my God, oh, I hate myself. God. All right, well, we're one step closer. I have things that are working, but now I think there's another fuse that's blown because radio still isn't working. So I think the radio fuse is bad or something somewhere. But cigarette lighter power works, everything's working now. I'm so mad at myself, man. I am so mad. Well, we're making progress. I knew it in the back of my head that it was just one dumb thing that I have overlooked, and it definitely was a dumb thing that I overlooked. At least I got my coffee. Something else that someone told me to check was that apparently there was an anti-theft button that was under the kick panel, or like right at the bottom of the kick panel in here. And sure enough, there was. And so I put the car in accessory and I hit the button, and now I have climate control, which is awesome, but still no radio. I'm gonna do some research and figure out where radio fuses are in the car, check them all, and if they need to be replaced, then they need to be replaced. But I think we're almost near the end here on this electrical nightmare of this car. Hopefully, I'll never have to deal with it again because it was not fun. So I just popped under here again to take a look, and it's hard to see, but that 15 amp is blown. So looks like that goes to ETCS. Not really sure if that will help with the radio, but I'm gonna swap it anyways because I got a spare 15, and we'll see if that's it. Moment of truth. Was that the issue? No. Okay. I consider this was a success. I went back and thankfully the Drift HQ's here. They had a huge supply of fuses. So I went over there and borrowed a couple 10 amp fuses. One of which was blown was this little guy right here, which is the dome fuse, which is very important. And it doesn't just run the dome, it runs quite a few other things. And now that I have replaced that, take a look. My key works. Walk in. Got lights. Got lights. Boy. Remember the last time I tried to start this thing with this hand? I couldn't do it. Got lights. Got a radio. Got AC. We're good to go. This is the final test. Oh yeah, we're good to go. This baby's back in business. Man, I miss this car. I don't hate driving the Supra every day. I love it, but there are days where I wish I had another car to drive, and now I got this. I'm so fucking pumped that I was able to figure this out. Let's go. This was so annoying. I'm gonna throw away the old fuses, get everything put back together under here, and we got to work in LS400 again, boys.
Let's go.
Gonna give the Supra a little bit of attention today. As you guys know, this car is on BC coilovers. It is on 3-piece Workmeister S1s with some nice meaty Toyo R888s on them. And I love the fitment, I love the stance. It's very track oriented. On certain turns and certain bumps, the front tires will rub a tiny bit on the inside of the fender. So I'm just going to get this thing on the lift and raise the front a tiny bit. You can tell from a side profile, the front is definitely a tiny bit lower than the back. So it'll also even the stance out a little bit more, and I won't have to worry as much about destroying a fender. Careful to not whack my thumb on anything. I think I'm only gonna go up about like 6 or 7 more threads. I just want to get like a good centimeter more of clearance. Very slowly, make sure that I don't hurt myself. We need to keep that injury counter at a 0. Go. That's much better. Not gonna worry about hitting the fender anymore. Caught it before anything happened, thankfully, but now from raising the front just about a centimeter, we're matching front and back, so that's cool. Sorry I haven't been doing much to this thing since I got it. We got the coils and the wheels and we lowered it. That's about it. As you guys know, I sold my Soarer in order to start looking for my next project, which we're getting pretty close to the goal, which is crazy. But that's kind of the reason why I haven't been touching this car, because all the parts for it are very expensive. And before I start spending thousands and thousands of dollars on this car, I would rather put that money towards the new project that I'm trying to get, which is also a very expensive car, but it's been my dream car since I was a little kid. That's why I haven't been touching this car. It will get worked on very soon, but I'm gonna keep trying to hold off until I can actually secure my next car. And that way I have as much funds as I can to go into that with. But I'm very excited to work on this car. It's the perfect platform to start on, and I'm very pumped. I hope you guys enjoyed the promo of the light stickers that I'm coming out with on next Sunday. Those things are absolutely sick, and I still have them in the Supra, actually, from the promo. They're still sitting in there. Like I said in the beginning of the video, next Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I only have 200 of each color, so they're probably gonna go very quickly, so be on the lookout for the drop when it happens if you want to get one. Pretty soon this thing's gonna get all the love that it deserves, and the same goes for the future project car when that happens. I think it's safe to say this is the most menacing looking LS400 on YouTube right now. Every single time that this thing gets pulled outside, I just like, oh, I can't get over it. It looks so freaking cool. For a while, I've been debating on if I actually like this rear bumper or not. I like the way that it looks from the rear, but from a side profile, it does kind of make the car look a little interesting. I think it mainly has to do with the fact that the color is still slightly off. The rear bumper does bow out quite a bit more than the rest of the car does, which is why I'd love to find the rest of the body kit, but it's basically impossible to find used. I'd have to order it new, and then I'd have to wait 6 to 8 months to get the body kit, and then I'd have to cut it all up because it would just drag on the ground. But let me know what you guys think of this rear bumper in the comments. Definitely still need to get an exhaust made if I do end up deciding to keep this rear bumper. Definitely some quad tips would look really sick. But if I keep this rear bumper, I definitely need to figure out something to do with the skirts for the car, and then obviously the front end swap if I'm going to continue doing that. But I think I'm going to close this video out here. I'm pumped to have the LS400 back as a running, driving, working car. It's definitely good to see, and I'm glad to see it back on the channel. So definitely stay tuned for more LS400 content. It is on the way, I promise you. This thing's only going to get cooler and cooler. By the way, little mini drop in the future. Got some license plate frames made. Cool design, Divine Media on top in Japanese, and then style over everything in Japanese and English on the bottom with some little devil horns. Really cool. Those will be dropping in the near future, but figured I would just show that because I really like them and they're really cool. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.